Basement Collective, we have the battle report of the ages for you, pitting Max with his Marines versus Tyler in the Cult Mechanicum in a 1,500 point open war mission. The missions they are playing is invasion. So they set up one objective and the marker in their own zone. Basically it's eternal war, and if you control both of the objectives at the end of your opponent's turn, you automatically win. So that can be won at any time. Dead of Night, psychic powers and shooting are limited to 12 inches at the start of the first turn, and at the start of each battle round after that, a roll of 4 plus 6 inches is added to that range. And we have this deployment. They will start in their faces. Stay tuned for the army lists and the board. Alright, and here we have 1,500 points of Max's Crimson Fist. What do we have, Max?
Alright, right here as the core of my army, we have 2 tactical squad, both in Razorbacks with the twin-wing lance cannon. Each squad is armed with a combi plasma and a plasma gun. To finish off the detachment, we have a squad of snipers. No cape, unfortunately. For maximum firepower, we have my Daredevil Dreadnought with the Hellfire Plasma Cannonade, and because it's a relic, I have to have the Tech Marine following him around. I got a little bit of air support with 2 Storm Talon, each with Twin Link Lance Cannons and Twin Link Assault Cannons. And to finish off, I got an assault corps of 5 Terminator with an assault cannon and a Terminator chaplain ready to lead the charge.
There we go, 1,500 points of the big blues. Okay, Tyler, and for the Mechanicum, what are we running today?
Alright, so we got a bunch of AdMech. We're running a Grya. So we're going for 6 plus fuel no pain on the whole army. We got some Electro Priests here to get up in his face. It's a very close deployment zone, so they're going to be right up on him turn 1. For fire support, we got Castellans. No call this time, just a Tech Priest to buff him. And we got some Doom Crawlers going for the Neutron Laser and the Icarus. Can target his flyers, and a Tech Priest Engine Seer to repair them. For board control, I got the 2 Dragoons. They're pretty fast and pop a stratagem. You can get a lot of hits with Taser. Lastly, on troops, I'm going for 4 squads of Skitarii Vanguard with mixed weapons on all of them. I got 3 plasma calibers and 3 arc rifles.
And there you have it, 1,500 points of Mechanicum. And in reserve, what do we have?
Alright, we got 10 infiltrators with Taser and I think they're flechette blasters.
Awesome, let's take a look at the board. And this is the board they are playing on. The deployment, as already shown, is pretty crazy. They're starting right in their faces right away, and they deploy 1 objective each. Tyler chose to deploy his objective over here, whereas Max chose to deploy his objective right there. Now, it should be mentioned, we are playing at the Games Nook tonight, a local store that I work at in Sudbury, Ontario, and there are other people here, so you might hear some noise in the background. And as always, at the end of this battle report, be sure to check the end of the video where we announce this week's giveaway. Alright, we will get them to roll off to see who deploys the first unit.
Alright.
6.
Oh, that's you.
So Max deploys first, and we'll come back after deployment. And here is deployment. Now, it should be noted, while Max's are painted very Crimson Fisty, he's actually using the Salamanders chapter tactics. So Max deploys a Razorback, his Dare Radio with his Tech Marine, another Razorback with Marines in him, Scouts, the 2 Flyers over here, and then in reserves he has his Terminator with the Terminator Chaplain. And then going on to Tyler's deployment, we have 2, are those Dragoons?
Yes.
And then the Electro Priest up front, the Castellan robots, we have the Archmage Dominus. What was that? Tech Dominus?
Tech Priest Dominus.
Tech Priest Dominus with some...
Skitarii Vanguard.
Yes, 2 Onagers and more Skitarii Vanguard over there. Alright, let's roll to see who's going first.
I got my +1 bonus for finishing first.
You do.
Yep, I just wanted to say Warlord.
And I got a 7.
So yeah,
Oh.
you can't beat that. Would you like to seize the initiative?
Yes, I would.
Oh, there it is. So, 2 6 in a row, making Tyler go first. Alrighty, here we are at the end of the movement for the Skitarii. What move there, Tyler?
Alright, so I got the Dragoons going up to try and charge some tanks. Electro Priest going up with them. These guys can maybe, in a couple turns, cap that objective. That's my best hope of winning. And then I got the Infiltrators popping right up at the back there. Just trying to poke some tanks to death.
Into the shooting phase for the Mechanicum. And for Mechanicum shooting, what happened?
Alright, so we had a Dragoon shoot his Phosphor Serpentia at a Razorback to a miss. And then 50 Infiltrators shooting their pistols.
Infiltrators shooting 50 shots.
50 shots. 10 Infiltrators shooting 50 shots at a Razorback to 2 wounds.
To 2 wounds, alright, and that's the shooting into the charging and combat. And in the charging and combat phase, what happened there, Tyler?
Alright, so I popped Conqueror Protocols for my Dragoons to devastating effect. 5 out of 6 of their attacks did exploding taser hits, so that's 3 hits instead of 1. And that led to 5 unsaved wounds doing 2 damage each, and a dead Razorback. Which unfortunately did not explode.
Oh no. And then these guys failed the charge, Electric Priest, and these guys in the corner failed their charge as well. Alright, going into Max's turn 1 for the Salamanders. Alright, Max, what happened in the movement phase?
Alright, so unfortunately one of my Razorback was destroyed, so I just pulled my troops back to get ready to shoot at those riders. I disembarked my troop outside to be able to shoot at the Infiltrators here. My Daredevil is just in the middle of shooting both guys as needed, whoever needs the shots a little bit more. And my 2 planes flew a little bit closer to fire all their Dakas into the various little troops. Terminators don't have a target yet, so they're going to stay in reserve for 1 more turn.
Alright, into the shooting phase. And in the shooting phase, it was a good shooting phase for Tyler, not the best for Max. What happened, Max?
So unfortunately, I shot a lot of troops, but he made a lot of won't get down with these guys.
Will not yield, yeah.
Yeah, will not yield. My Daredevil unfortunately overcharged himself quite a little bit.
He did more wounds to him than he did to the squad he was shooting at.
He will not die. They will not die. They will not die.
Tyler made a lot of 6 rolls. Yeah, so the planes shot at that squad over there, killing 3. This plane shot at this squad, the Electro Priest, and this guy. This guy took a lot of fire and didn't go down.
Yeah.
And then, actually, the scouts were the MVPs. They did 4 wounds to that squad. And then, other than that, Tyler probably made about at least a third of his 6-up will not die saves. So, pretty crazy. So, we'll go into the charging and assault phase for Salamanders. And at the end of combat, Max and the Marines didn't do any damage. Tyler failed 1 save but used a reroll, and then he attacked back using a stratagem to make his attacks go crazy again, popping the tasers, and he actually didn't do any wounds, so they just bounced off each other. That's the end of turn 1, going into turn 2 for the Mechanicum. Alright, and they rolled the dice to see if they added another 6 inches, and unfortunately that roll failed. Movement for the Mechanicum saw the Electro Priest move up, the Rangers, Vanguard move up, the Taser Goat dudes, Infiltrators as well moved up so they can charge that. And this Onager tried valiantly, to get within range of the Storm Talon, but it's just out. So we'll go into the shooting phase. Tyler, what happened in the shoots?
Alright, to start we had the Onager Dunecrawler clinking a few wounds off the Razorback, nothing major. The Infiltrators took a few wounds off the Dreadio as well.
4 to be exact with pistols. Max is making some amazing saves here.
And then an overcharged Vanguard killed himself, but did a couple wounds onto a Storm Talon, I think.
And then these guys also did a wound to the Dreadnought. 2 wounds to the Dreadnought.
Yeah, overcharged plasma again.
Awesome. So we're charging and assault phase. And here we have the assault phase for Tyler and his Mechanicum. What happened, Tyler?
Alright, so the first attack was with the Infiltrators. 45 dice and they, no, that was shooting, but they had a shit ton of dice, and they still could not remove those 5 Marines.
Max made 3 saves. Max lost 3. Sorry, Max failed 3 saves out of about 20. So that's pretty good on Max. Rolling, and what else?
And from there, he used a stratagem to attack instead of me at the Dragoon and wiped it out.
Yeah, Max intercepted, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the Electro Priest wiped out utterly a Razorback and consolidated into the Tech Marines.
And there we go.
Now they're supercharged for 3++.
Yeah, they did get a 3+ invol. All right, going into Max's turn 2. Max, what happened for the blue salamanders for movement?
So I moved my troops out. I moved my 2 flyers in for close support and made sure I kept the objective with my troops. Next in, I teleported my Terminators back there. Hopefully a little bit of split shooting will happen.
Yeah, Max really has to focus on this side of the board, because if Tyler somehow gets to control Max's objectives at the end of Max's turn, and Tyler controls his, he'll win the game automatically. So Max has got to play careful with that. Alright, we're going into the shooting phase. And the end of the shooting phase for Max. What happened, Max?
So many saves. So I fired all of my Storm Talons assault cannons, 24 shots into these guys, and only 4 of them died, and that included all my Tactical Marine and the Heavy Bolter and the Ilos missile launchers into there. So incredible saves. I fired my Hellfire Plasma Cannon, which took out 3 of them. Only 5 more to go. I tried taking some pot shot at the tank there, and it didn't work very well. I did finish off his little squad back there, but from my Terminator squad, but again, didn't work out too well. So
Yeah, and the Stormbolter shot into these guys.
yeah.
Alright, Tyler's making some incredible 6-up saves with his forward move save. Alright, going into the assault phase. Alright, and for combat, both his Max's squads managed to charge in, taking one guy down to 1 wound. They have 5 or 8 wounds?
6.
6 wounds, so one guy's left with 1 wound over here. And that is what happened for combat. In Overwatch, the Chaplain did take 2 wounds though. Now we're going into turn 3. Oh, also it should be, he lost 1 guy from this squad and 1 guy from the Electro Priest due to morale. So we're going into turn 3 for the Mechanicum. And Tyler, what happened in movement phase?
Alright, so I just tried to get the Onagers up the front, trying to get them in range. Got the Tech Priest and the Vanguard looking really menacing there.
Yes, sir.
And the Castellans fell back and popped a stratagem to get into shooting mode in case he tries to charge him again.
Alright, and the Tech Priest Dominus healed 2 wounds on the Castellan robots, and these Electro Priests just moved up, probably for a charge. Going into shooting. And for the shooting phase, Tyler, what happened?
Alright, so he's wearing me down. I'm getting a little weaker. I took out 2 Terminators here. Did a ton of wounds down to 1 on the Stormhawk? Talon. And then 1 Space Marine down over there.
Alright, into the charging and advancing. Charging and assaulted charge phase. Alright, so we have the combat phase. Once again, Max had about 15 wounds on 2 Marines and only 1 died. He did have to use a command point to save the 1 for the reroll. Over here, the Electric Priest decimated a couple other Marines. And that is the combat phase going into turn 3 for the Marines. They really have to get this objective cleared, otherwise Tyler will automatically win. Max, what do we move?
So most of the stuff stayed locked in, and just to maximize my firepower. So my 2 flyers dropped down into hover mode, and my Terminator just climbed up the stairs a little bit to get into closer range for a nice little charge there.
Yes, sir. And this guy right here ran away from combat.
Yeah, he's gonna go grab that objective. The objective is all that counts, duty before honor.
Yep, let's go for some shoots. Alright, and then for shooting, we had these all died here. A lot of shooting there. This guy's down to how many wounds, Max?
He's down to 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and then some shooting over there. Killed the squad of Vanguard.
Yep.
Yep.
And that was right there. Now we're going into the charging. And in combat, the Terminators came in and killed the squad, and the Chaplain managed to take 4 wounds off the Dominus. The Dominus returned doing nothing. That is the end of turn 3, going into turn 4 for the Mechanicum. And the movement for the Mechanicum, the priest moved up and healed that guy 1 wound. This guy moved up as well, so he has 3 wounds left, I believe. The Dominus just pushed over a bit to be out of combat. And then this infiltrator moved up to charge the Marine, going into the shooting phase. Turn 4 into the shooting. What happened there?
Alright, so the Castellans wiped out the Terminators that were there.
Yes.
The Onagers wiped out the one Storm
Talon?
Talon
yep.
that was in range. And the
I might as well. Relic's free, right?
Infiltrator, the last remaining one, was unable to do any wounds to the tactical Marine.
Alright, and this guy shot at the Chaplain to no avail, going into the charging and assaulting. And then in combat, the Infiltrator charged the Tactical Marine, but the Tech Marine then heroically intervened and killed it. As a result, going into turn 4 for the Marines. Movement, this guy moved up and then got repaired for 3. He's now at 11 hull points. And the plane jumped back in the air and flew all the way over there. And for shooting, basically, the Duradio shot over here and did 3 wounds to this guy and no wounds to that guy. He was able to shoot and kill one of the Castellans with the Storm Raven. Then we went right into combat. The Chaplain was able to fill out the Tech Priest Dominus. We're going to go into turn 5 for the Mechanicum. This will be the last turn of the game. So at this point, it's whoever kills the most will win, because the main objective will not be achieved. Most likely.
Most likely.
Alright, here we go. And for the Mechanicum turn, a lot of shooting, was able to kill both the Flyer as well as the Chaplain. And that was that. So we're going to go into the last turn of the game, turn 5 for Max. If he can kill the Onager, we'll see what happens. With the shooting, the Duradio was able to kill the Onager. How much points is the Duradio, Max?
222 points.
And how much points is the... I think the Mechanicum's got this because they got more models left at the end of the game.
I got my scouts left also.
Yeah, but that robot's worth a lot by itself because it carries its whole unit point still.
If that cancels the whole unit, that's 220. That's 145, and he's like 50.
How much is this?
He's 62 and they're 90.
Yep, so the Mechanicum just get it by about 80 points, 60 points. Okay, boys, shake hands.
Good game.
Good game.
Thanks
Hope
for
you
the
guys
game.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, hopefully enjoyed it. We'd like to do a talk about it a bit more, but we got to go because I got to go to school and get food. But anyways, thank you for watching another Basement Collective Battle Report. Once again, thank you to Tyler and Max for playing. Be sure to check out the winner of last week's giveaway right after this. Keep on wargaming, guys. And the winner of this week's giveaway is the comment you see on screen right now. Be sure to contact us and give us your name and your address to send your prize to. As always, be sure to comment to be entered into the next giveaway. Thank you for watching, and keep on wargaming.